Alvarez versus Meltzer, the show where I challenge the star rating of the one and only Dave Meltzer. My name is Ryan Alvarez. Today, we are taking a look at the WWE Championship match between champion Randy Orton and challenger Jinder Mahal. This is from Backlash 2017. This was a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view when the brand split actually meant something. Meltzer gave this match a 2 3/4 star rating out of 5. Let's see if I agree. So along with being Shinsuke Nakamura's main roster pay-per-view debut, we have Jinder Mahal's first main roster championship opportunity. With some help from the Singh brothers, also known as the Bollywood Boys. Jinder won a 6-pack challenge on SmackDown to become the #1 contender. Jinder's promos leading up to this match are very typical of your heel foreigner. Even to this point, for weeks now, just scathing promos about not getting the respect from the WWE universe that he deserves because he's not American. So now we even have these attacks towards Randy Orton, and the Singh brothers are jumping him from behind. And this even happens on the Go Home episode of SmackDown. So with that being said, Orton gets the jump on Jinder before the bell sounds. The referee does finally restore order long enough to officially get the match started. But it's more of the same. Jinder does get a submission locked in to try and slow the pace down. We do get dueling "Let's go Jinder, Jinder sucks" chants. Randy Orton's working face here, obviously. But it's very strange to see Randy Orton working face. I think he works better as a heel. But gotta get your money, right? Orton is dominating this match. Jinder's getting some offense here and there. Jinder does charge at Orton just from the thumb to the outside. Orton does his patented throw you on your back onto the announce table. This is the first point where we see what time period within WWE we're in. Every time the referee is starting his count for the count out, every number you use here, 10. Obviously, ode to Ty Dillinger, who is now Shawn Spears in All Elite Wrestling. Boy, those were the days in 2016 and 17 when there was still hope for the brand split. Back to the match. Orton throws Jinder back in. Jinder unleashes a flurry of knees to the chest and head area of Orton. Back to the submission game. Orton fights out. Jinder goes for a shoulder tackle in the corner, but Orton moves, runs right into the ring post. Both men on the top. Orton falls, still crotches Jinder. Orton back up top and hits a superplex. Great job here by Orton. Both men exchanging blows until Orton gets his comeback going, hits his trademark power slam. He even hits a fall-away slam here in this exchange. Jinder chops the throat of Orton, hits a neck breaker. Orton, with his typical backbreaker that he does, Jinder rolls to the apron, and we all know what's coming next. It's the Orton draping DDT. Orton's calling for the RKO. He's slamming on the mat. Jinder rolls out of the ring. That's a strong veteran move. The Singhs now getting in the face of Randy Orton. He destroys them. But this gives Jinder enough time to be able to capitalize, throw Orton into the ring post. He's trying to get the match back into the ring. RKO out of nowhere. He goes to make the pin, but the Singhs wisely pull Jinder out of the ring. Now Orton has had it. He is throwing both brothers around, bouncing them both off of the English and the Spanish announce tables. Orton brings them both onto the apron, double draping DDT. And then out of the corner, off in the far as you're watching the video, Jinder Mahal sneaks back in, hits the Colossus, gets the win, and by God, Jinder Mahal beats Randy Orton. He is your WWE champion. We get the camera panning through the crowd. There's a lot of hands on heads. You only see a couple of hands in the air. Jinder did not get booed coming out during his entrance either. But that doesn't mean that the 7 people with their hands in the air excited over this decision, would elicit a grandiose cheer from the crowd. But this would lead to a 170-day reign as WWE Champion. So almost 6 months of Jinder Mahal as WWE Champion. He would lose it to AJ Styles about a week and a half to 2 weeks before that year's Survivor Series, where he would face Universal Champion Brock Lesnar. Couldn't you just imagine Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series? Oh boy. So anyway, with that being said, do I agree with Dave Meltzer? Almost. I think he undersold a little bit. I'm giving this 3 stars out of 5. I'm not a huge fan of the over interference that this title run would essentially be known for. I'm not sure if Jinder Mahal won a match clean during this stretch. Even though he's the heel, sometimes it works, but just the over-reliance, I think, and I get on Bullet Club, specifically Evil, for this a lot during his championship run. Well, during his most recent championship run, there was a lot of dick-to-go interference. So, again, there's a time and a place for it. I just don't think this was the best use for it. So, overall, it was an average match. Nothing special. I gave it a bump because of the shock finish. It was clean. Nobody got hurt. It made you want to tune into SmackDown to see what would happen next. So, you at home, what did you think about this match? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe, as well as visiting our other social media links in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time on Alvarez versus Meltzer.